Meet the famous pastry chef Buddy Valastro, who became a household name thanks to Cake Boss, as we go into the world of reality cooking programs. Buddy and his colleagues at Hoboken, New Jersey's Carlo's Bakery captivated onlookers for years with their creative marvels. Cake Boss became an iconic figure in baking television and captivated audiences with its elaborate pastries and gigantic creatures. Nevertheless, an unexpected turn of events has occurred with the program, despite its immense popularity. Delve into the show's origins, peak, and abrupt end to uncover what led to Cake Boss's cancellation. Buddy Valastro's history is full with stories of tenacity, dedication, and family values. Buddy, who was born in 1977 in Hoboken, New Jersey, was raised in the baking world at the famous Carlo's Bakery, which was in his family. The legendary cakes and pastries made by Carlo's Bakery, which his father, Bartolo Sr., founded, set the stage for Buddy's career in baking. At an early age, Buddy began studying the ins and outs of baking at Carlo's Bakery with his father and other relatives. His early inspiration came from his father's dedication to quality and heritage, and he soon found himself with an innate talent for making stunning cakes. However, tragedy struck in 1994, when Buddy was just 17 years old, when his father passed away abruptly from lung illness. Instantly thrust into a leadership position, Buddy overcame personal tragedy and commercial setbacks to propel the family firm forward. As Carlo's Bakery owner, Buddy overcame obstacles with the help of his mother, Mary Valastro. Passionate and imaginative, he expanded the bakery's offerings by developing new recipes and intricate cake designs that would delight cake lovers all around the globe. Because of his innovative spirit and meticulous eye for detail, Carlo's Bakery gained fame for its delectable dishes and its masterful cooking. An unexpected detour occurred in Buddy's life when a TV producer discovered him. In 2009, TLC's Cake Boss premiered. A look behind the scenes at Carlo's Bakery was shown on the reality program, which showcased Buddy's incredible cake-making skills and the intricacies of operating a family-owned business. Cake Boss shot Buddy and Carlo's Bakery to fame after becoming an instant hit with audiences around the country. By showcasing his cake decorating skills on Cake Boss, Buddy was able to talk about the importance of family and leaving a lasting legacy. His relationships with his wife, Lisa Valastro, and their children, as well as his sister-in-law and brothers-in-law who helped out at the bakery, demonstrated the strong family values that were characteristic of Carlo's Bakery. Thanks to the show's success, Buddy was able to express himself creatively, have boundless energy, and have a dynamic personality. With each culinary miracle, Buddy pushed the boundaries of cake creation, captivating onlookers with his whimsical, larger-than-life sculptures and extravagant wedding cakes. Cake Boss's events captured hearts with their compassion and generosity, going beyond just entertaining. Buddy and his crew of talented bakers often lifted the spirits of others around them by donating special cakes to organizations that were fighting good causes or individuals who were going through tough times. Viewers were captivated by Cake Boss's exceptional craftsmanship and unwavering commitment to returning presents. Cake Boss has battled over the years despite its popularity. Since viewers' preferences have changed, the show has progressed in a more organic way. An emotional episode honoring Buddy's mother, who had a profound effect on his life and career, aired in 2017 on the program. As Buddy continues on his journey, his impact on the baking industry and television cannot be denied. By running Carlo's Bakery and Cake Boss, he has preserved his family's traditions and inspired other aspiring entrepreneurs to be true to themselves and pursue their passions. Instead of being only about cakes and famous people on TV, Buddy Valastro's story is a tribute to the power of perseverance, creativity, and familial bonds that have survived. The American dream is exemplified by his rise from a little bakery in Hoboken to a household brand, which was founded on hard work, inventiveness, and a passion of perfection. However, some fans began to feel overwhelmed by the show's meteoric rise to fame. Familiarity breeds contempt started to ring true. Although viewers were first captivated by Buddy's energetic personality and the bakery's mouth-watering offerings, Their attention eventually waned due to excessive exposure. There was a decline in Cake Boss's popularity as the show's novelty waned, and it became difficult to retain the initial thrills and viewership. Even more damaging to the show's reputation was unfavorable coverage. In 2013, Buddy Valastro faced accusations of failing to pay his employees the minimum wage as mandated by the Fair Labor Standards Act, despite the fact that the minimum wage in New Jersey was $8.25 an hour at the time. Employees said that they were paid as low as $5/hour. Buddy was accused of making the workplace unfriendly by intimidating co-workers and using harsh language. Defending himself, Buddy said that he had always paid fair wages and had settled up with the Labor and Workforce Development Department in 2014. He was required to reimburse employees for their lost wages and institute new policies to ensure fair remuneration and a risk-free workplace as a result of the settlement. Some viewers avoided the bakery and the show because of his tarnished image due to the affair. The 2014 arrest for driving under the influence in Manhattan, New York, further damaged Buddy's image. The arrest, which followed erratic driving, garnered considerable media attention and tarnished the portrayal of the Valastro family on Cake Boss in a good light. The show was also criticized for an episode featuring Carmen Carrera, a transsexual icon. Several fans and advocacy organizations found the episode's gender reveal cake hoax disrespectful and ugly since it used someone's gender identity as a joke. This controversy led to a decline in the show's popularity, as some fans doubted their support. Along with the terrible news, an anonymous former employee allegedly accused Buddy of improper conduct in 2015. Criticisms included hostile work environment charges, including rude words and actions. The media's portrayal of Buddy and Cake Boss in this lawsuit damaged their reputations, which contributed to the show's declining viewership. By 2015, Cake Boss has seen a precipitous fall in ratings due to shifting viewer preferences and more competition in the reality TV industry. Cake Boss seemed antiquated and disconnected from contemporary preferences as viewers were drawn to new series with intriguing characters and innovative concepts. A series of unfortunate events culminated in a precipitous decline in the show's viewership from 2015 through 2016, which ultimately led to its cancellation in 2017. Members of the Cake Boss group have shown their versatility and talent in the entertainment and food industries after the show finished. All of the original cast members have found new ways to be successful outside of the classic series, whether it's by creating new television programs or expanding their baking businesses. As the head of his bakeries in both New Jersey and Las Vegas, Buddy Valastro continues to make waves in the food industry while also expanding his business into restaurants and gourmet goods, classic Italian fare, and some of his signature dishes, such lobster tail pastry, were served at his 2018 Las Vegas restaurant, Buddy V's Italian Restaurant. Despite his age, Valastro's television career is far from over. He may be seen right now on Discovery Plus's Bake Squad series, where he and his fellow bakers help amateurs make their fantasy cakes a reality. In his role as presenter of Food Network's Buddy vs. Duff, he pits himself against pastry chef Duff Goldman. In addition to his television career, Buddy has had a significant effect in the baking industry with his culinary product line and several books. As Buddy's right-hand man, pastry chef Mauro Castano is married to his second oldest sister, Maddalena. The Valastro family welcomed Mauro on February 15, 1976. His Italian heritage is on full display in his Milanese mother and Basilicata father, who emigrated to the United States when he was 7 years old. On September 16, 1989, Mauro and Maddalena started dating, and in October 1991, they were married. Grace Fagno, Buddy's elder sister, is married to Joey, who is the chief baker at Carlo's Bakery. Bartolina and Robert are the couple's offspring. As a cake decorator and Buddy's second cousin, Frankie Amato Jr. has a significant position in the bakery as the godfather of Marco, Buddy's kid. Danny Dragone, who also goes by the nickname The Mule, has been an employee at the bakery for as long as Buddy can remember. He's famously versatile. Tatiana, Buddy's daughter, works there, and Danny is Buddy's best buddy. Grace Fogno, younger brother Buddy's sister, is in charge of the front desk, assists with decorations in subsequent seasons, and does special order deliveries. Their three children are Marie, Dominique, and Bartolo, Buddy. Madalena Castano is Mauro's front desk employee. Buddy's third oldest sister, Mary Ciarone, is a cake consultant. She has two children, Jose and Lucia. She made several hurtful remarks in the fifth season, which led to her dismissal. Nevertheless, she was quickly employed again. The store is operated by Lisa Valastro, Buddy's younger sister, and she also sometimes takes care of the bills. Her three children are Isabella Valastro, Teresa Tessie, and John Colgrove. Remigio Remy Gonzalez, a baker who Lisa had previously married, left the program after his 2010 sexual assault arrest. Isabella, Remy's daughter, was born in the show's third season episode Mother's Day, Mama and Mom-to-Be. Up until his death on January 30th, 2011, longtime employee Salvatore Sal Piscinic was a constant presence at the bakery. The first female employee outside of sales was head decorator Stephanie Sunshine Fernandez. Before opting to become a nurse, she was also a contestant on the spin-off show Next Great Baker. Paul Conti, a competitor and former bakery employee on Next Great Baker, had to miss a few episodes because of personal issues, but is now working for a baking supplies firm. Buddy Valastro wed Elisabetta Lisa on October 14, 2001. The pair originally hails from East Hanover Township, New Jersey, and in 2014 they relocated to Montville with their four children, Carlo, Sofia, Bartolo, Buddy III, and Marco. Sergio Piccinch, Buddy's stepfather, is a member of his extended family, as are his four elder sisters and their spouses, who often make appearances on his television shows. Remy Gonzalez, who was married to Lisa for a while, dropped out of the program after his 2010 arrest for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old kid and subsequent 9-year prison term in 2012. Uncle Maurizio Belgiavine is Buddy's brother-in-law and the head of operations at Carlo's Bakery. Buddy has had a rough go of it personally. In 2014, he was hit with a $300 fine, a 90-day license suspension, and the dreaded DUI charge. In September of 2020, he had a serious hand injury while bowling, which required many surgery. By November 2023, Buddy had regained more than 95% of the strength of his hand. Cake Boss's success led to other spin-offs and specials, which in turn catapulted Buddy Valastro's fame. Thanks to the show's massive viewership, Carlo's Bakery shot to fame and became a famous tourist spot. After becoming a regular on talk programs, Buddy received extensive media coverage, including articles in newspapers and magazines. The show's constant airing, nevertheless, eventually wore viewers down. The allure of Buddy and the bakery's exceptional items first led viewers to feel overwhelmed. The novelty wore off and viewers stopped tuning in. The Cake Boss's reputation took a further hit due to unfavorable headlines. In 2013, Buddy faced allegations of underpaying employees and fostering an unsafe work environment. Despite his denial of the allegations, he paid his 2014 dues to the Department of Labor, pledging to adhere to employee compensation and fair pay regulations. A DUI offense in 2014 stained Buddy's image. The transgender superstar Carmen Carrera was also the target of criticism for an alleged disrespectful affair. Ratings fell as a result of this and other controversies. Claims of improper conduct on the job garnered substantial public attention in 2015, exacerbating the unflattering headlines. Cake Boss, an ex-employee, struggled to retain viewers as the popularity of reality TV declined and competition increased. The program was canceled in 2017 due to a significant decline in ratings. The original cast members of Cake Boss have gone on to great success in various arenas, where they continue to showcase their talents in the food and entertainment industries. Outside of the legendary series, every cast member has found their own unique method to keep their careers alive, whether it's starting new TV programs or expanding their baking enterprises. Jeffrey Adam Duff Goldman was born on December 17, 1974, in the United States. He is an entrepreneur, pastry chef, television personality, and writer. He has been featured in Duff Till Dawn and the Cake Masters series on Food Network in his Los Angeles site, Charm City Cakes West. He is also the chief chef of Charm City Cakes, a bakery in Baltimore that was featured on the Food Network reality program Ace of Cakes. Some of the programs that have featured his work include Iron Chef America, Duff's Happy Fun Bake Time, Buddy vs. Duff, Man v. Food, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and Oprah. Born into a Jewish family in Detroit, Goldman was given the nickname Duff at a young age. Willie Goldman, his younger brother, couldn't identify Jeffrey and started calling him Duffy. His mother found him in the kitchen, wielding a butcher cleaver at the age of 4, engrossed in watching famous Chef Tell. Goldman spent time in Sandwich, Massachusetts, Cape Cod, and Northern Virginia after his parents' divorce when he was 11 years old. Goldman played ice hockey for the Highlanders in 1989 while attending McLean High School in McLean, Virginia. Sandwich High School was his last year in high school in 1993. His undergraduate studies at UMBC were in East Asian history with a concentration on ethics. Then he continued his education at Greystone and Corcoran, 2 institutions in Napa Valley, California. His first job was at a mall bagel shop when he was 14 years old, and he began working in kitchens after that. Fry cook was another position Goldman had at McDonald's. The finest restaurant in Baltimore, says Goldman, is Charleston, which he went to as a college sophomore. He wanted to be a chef, so he applied there. Head chef Cindy Wolf said that a lot of his work history was unrelated to his field of expertise. According to Goldman, the offer to make cornbread and biscuits solely from Cindy was the turning point in his career. He was a stagiaire at the French Laundry and the executive pastry chef at the Vail Cascade Hotel in Colorado before returning to Washington, D.C., to work as a bread baker at Todd English's Olives restaurant. He had trained under famous chefs in California. In 2002, Goldman entered the culinary industry when he launched Charm City Cakes, a bakery. He began making cakes out of his house in Charles Village, Baltimore, Maryland, with the aid of 2 assistants. He hired architects, sculptors, and artists to help him develop his bakery and satisfy the increasing demand for his baked delights. Charm City Cakes often use blowtorches and power tools such as grinders and drills to create the pillars and bases of cakes. The mansions of Tom Clancy, the Lost in 30 Rock cast, along with a cake prop, the inauguration ball for President Obama in the year 2000, and Katy Perry's birthday music video were all graced with cakes made by Goldman. Goldman participated in Season 7 of The Masked Singer in 2022 as McTerrier for Team Good. Somebody from the staff quickly hurried over to reattach McTerrier's mask after Loverboy's working for the weekend performance, at which point he covered his head and the panelists covered their eyes. He was the first to fall. Goldman, for instance, has judged 3 Food Network baking competitions: the Holiday Baking Championship, the Spring Baking Championship, and the Kids Baking Championship. Delivery All-Star Hanukkah from Season 25 had him competing against Aaron May and Eric Greenspan, with judges Antonia Lofaso, Catherine McCord, and Jonathan Waxman presiding over the event. He co-hosts the program with Valerie Bertinelli. In addition to this episode, he has guest-starred on Guy's Grocery Games before. Everyone here is Jewish, except for Miss McCord, whose husband is Jewish. Goldman has lived in Los Angeles, California since the year 2001. He played bass for an indie rock band. Subsequently, he took up bass for the band Foie Gras, a play on the words rock and roll and foie gras. On the other hand, he claims that his dream job would include playing bass for the band Clutch. Neil Fallon of Clutch was married with a Goldman's cake. Goldman claims Jewish descent. His college classmate and younger sister, Mary Alice Fallon Yeski, works as the office manager of Charm City Cakes. Tzedakah is one of his pursuits, and in an interview with Hillel, the Foundation for Jewish Campus Life, Goldman spoke about his profound commitment to it. It would be immoral of me to keep my good fortune to myself and not thank those who have helped me. On April 2, 2018, Goldman proposed to his then-girlfriend, Jonna Colbury. On September 25, 1999, Goldman spoke at Cornell University, highlighting the importance of his Jewish identity and tzedakah. They were overjoyed to announce their first child's arrival on August 8, 2000. January 21, 2021 is when the baby is expected. January 21, 2001 was the birth month of their daughter. All eyes are on you now. Get in on the action by subscribing and watching another one of our films.